Have we lost our purpose as a generation? Hey, Jason here, and if you've been following along, I've been going through the Success Puzzle, which is part of Bob Proctor's self-coaching program. And I've been really focusing all of my time on this. And it's been really interesting because it's really been paying off. But one thing it's showed me is it started showing me a lot of areas in life where a lot of gurus, a lot of self-help people, they're not actually fully understanding all the materials they're talking about. And especially here now in the age of the internet, even though you're watching me on the internet, like a lot of people are not actually putting enough time into studying and analyzing things, and they're putting more time into their life experience. And the reality of it is we all have a different life experience. All of us live a different life in this world, and we don't have the same opportunities. And this is what I want to talk about, like, have we truly lost our purpose? I was watching a podcast yesterday, a podcast on YouTube, and they were talking about relationships, which was interesting. And just to sum it up, it was two sides being told. One from a guy who had a bitter marriage, broke up, paying alimony, all of that. And then one from a guy who has a loving marriage. And the thing that was interesting about it for me is the people, when they were talking about both perspectives, one of the guys said, the problem with this generation now is we do not have purpose. The men are involved in video games, the women are involved in social media on their phone. And the truth is most of us do not have a purpose. And really think about this. A purpose is a worthy ideal. It is something that you are living your life for. You're trading your life for, actually. You're becoming a new person to be that purpose that you want in life. And remember, if you want to be successful in life, you need to understand the definition of success. It is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, that sounds great and all, but a worthy ideal is purpose. And let me explain how this was. My purpose or my worthy ideal in life these past 5 years was to become a husband that Chantel was proud of. I wanted to be a healthy husband. I wanted to be someone that she didn't have to worry about if I'm going to wake up, be in the bed next to her dead. It was all of these things that was my purpose. And because that was my purpose, I started progressively realizing that worthy ideal. I started eating healthier. I started exercising more. I started taking marriage counseling. Most people don't even know that. I was doing marriage counseling, doing a self-study marriage counseling through Judge Lynn Toller's book, My Mother's Rules. I was reading that book each and every day. I would read a chapter, read a sentence, do something, and then see how can I apply these rules to my life? How can I be a happier husband? How can I be a better husband? How can I be a more of a protector than what I even thought a protector meant to be? And I was able to realize that worthy idea, and I loved realizing that worthy idea. And now that worthy idea is gone, I have to find a new purpose in life. And so, like, our purpose is not just some fixed thing. This is the biggest issue that most of us are having. We're looking for these fixed milestones, and they're not. They're progressive. Like, once you hit a milestone, you keep going to the next thing. You don't just stay there. That is the whole purpose of life, really. It's for us to keep expanding, keep growing, keep becoming new and better people. And so how can you actually start realizing your purpose? And here's two ways you can do it. First thing is you need to learn how to say no to everything that doesn't make you happy. Here's a personal example for me. If someone invite me out to go have a drink, I'm going to say no. I have no desire to drink anymore in my life. That is something that doesn't get me closer to my purpose. My progressive steps have nothing to do with drinking. If someone asks me like, hey, Jason, let's go to the club, I'm going to say no. I don't like clubbing. I don't even like being outside late at night. Like most people know, by 6 o'clock, maybe 7, then after that, I'm at the house. Okay. Sorry, my fireplace thing messed up on YouTube. And so that's the first thing you want to do is you have to learn to say no. Too many times I see over and over and over again, people are saying yes to do stuff they don't want to do. And really think about this. Like, let's say if you're someone who doesn't really want to drink anymore, or it just doesn't bring you excitement. When was the last time you went out and had a drink or went out and got drunk with friends because they invited you? And then it just derailed all of your momentum that you were doing. Because one of the things that we're not taught is when we do stuff that we don't like, it creates a negative momentum. And that negative momentum start compounding. You don't think about it. Someone who been exercising, they like, oh, okay, it's the new year, I'm gonna get in shape. They exercise for a good month. Then they stop. Oh, okay, I need a break day. I need a rest. Then that rest day turns into 11 more months. And then we sit here and tell people, oh, well, you gave it your good shot. You did the best. I'm sorry, that's mediocre. And we have to start recognizing these things for what it is. And we got to stop being mediocre to ourselves. Because the reality is, most of us are not reaching our goals because of ourselves. It's not anyone else that's stopping us. It's us stopping ourselves, and we're not recognizing. And so the second thing you want to do is, once you've learned to say no, you need to write down what are the things that make you happy. Now, this is really crucial because you want to start doing more of the things that make you happy and less of the things that don't. One of the things that make me happy, I like reading books. Bam. I like eating vegan restaurants. I went to Kaylee's today. You'll be seeing some videos up on the YouTube where I videotaped in Kaylee's. Those are the things I like to do. I like to go to marketplaces. I like to go to different festivals, family festivals. Those are the things that I like to do. So you will always see me doing those things. I've seen people ask me hey, why you don't do nightlife videos, stuff like that. I'm not a nightlife person. I'm not doing it. That's not something that makes me happy. And because it doesn't make me happy, I will never film stuff like that or share stuff like that. And so that's what you want to really do with your life too. First, learn how to say no. If it's something you do not want to do, say no. And the second thing is you need to start compiling a list of things that make you happy. What are the things that you like to do? Is it going for a walk? Is it lifting weights? Is it reading a book? Is it going to a nice restaurant? Is it traveling? Is it acting? Is it listening to music, producing music? There's tons of things out here we can do. Is it comic books? If you watch the video in Kaylee's, you're going to see I like comic stuff. I'm a big comic nerd. I like model cars. All of these are things that make me happy. And I'm not ashamed of it. And you don't have to be ashamed of the things that make you happy too. And so I hope you got some value from this. Make sure you like and share the video. And look, here's the reality. Most of us have been taught to chase dreams that were never ours. And we usually call those, hey, go get a good job, go get a good education, have a good living. And most of us have tried that in life. We've seen it for at least 2-3 generations now. And the truth is, it doesn't work. So we can either keep doing things that don't work, or we can actually take a shot on ourselves and start doing things that do work.